C. Wright Mills' crisis of values in modern society. C. Wright Mills was a sociologist with a keen eye for understanding how individuals interact with larger social structures. One of the key themes in his work was the crisis of values in modern society. He believed that as the world becomes more complex, people find it increasingly difficult to navigate their roles, beliefs, and purpose. This confusion, Mills argued, is not just a personal issue but a reflection of deeper societal problems. When Mills spoke of a crisis of values, he referred to the growing disconnect between people and the moral and cultural frameworks that once guided them. In earlier societies, traditions, religion, and shared community beliefs often provided a clear sense of right and wrong. People had a strong understanding of their roles and a sense of belonging. However, as society modernized and became more industrialized and bureaucratic, those traditional values began to erode. Imagine a time when families, churches, and small communities dictated much of a person's life. People lived in close-knit groups where values were passed down through generations. But as cities grew and industries expanded, those intimate connections weakened. People moved to cities for jobs, leaving behind their communities and the support systems that came with them. This new environment brought different pressures, from keeping up with a fast-paced economy to adjusting to unfamiliar cultural norms. Mills believed this shift created a gap in moral and social guidance. In modern society, there are multiple sources of influence: media, corporations, governments, and global trends that often contradict each other. For instance, media might glorify wealth and individualism, while communities still value humility and collective responsibility. This contradiction leaves people uncertain about what values to embrace. This uncertainty impacts how people make decisions and interact with others. Without a strong set of values to rely on, many feel disconnected or adrift, which can lead to feelings of anxiety or alienation. People may struggle to find meaning in their work, relationships, or even in their lives as a whole. Mills described this as a kind of spiritual emptiness, a lack of purpose that many individuals feel but cannot always articulate. One of Mills' most profound observations was how this crisis of values is tied to larger societal structures. He argued that powerful institutions, such as corporations and governments, play a big role in shaping modern values. These institutions often prioritize efficiency, profit, and control over human needs and well-being. For example, in a corporate setting, employees might feel pressured to prioritize company goals over personal ethics. They might witness unfair practices or decisions that go against their morals but feel powerless to speak out. This tension between personal values and institutional demands is central to Mills' critique of modern society. He believed that people are often forced into roles where they must compromise their beliefs to survive or succeed. Over time, this can lead to a sense of detachment or cynicism, where people stop believing in the possibility of a truly ethical or fair society. Mills also pointed to the media as a contributor to the crisis of values. In his view, mass media often reinforces shallow or materialistic values rather than fostering critical thinking or meaningful dialogue. Advertisements and entertainment might push the idea that happiness comes from owning the latest gadgets, wearing trendy clothes, or achieving fame. This focus on superficial success can distract people from deeper questions about what truly matters in life. At the same time, Mills believed that the crisis of values is not inevitable. He saw it as a challenge that society could address through education, open dialogue, and a renewed focus on shared goals. He called for intellectuals, educators, and ordinary citizens to take an active role in shaping the values of their communities. By questioning the priorities set by powerful institutions and advocating for fairness and justice, people can work toward a society where values align more closely with human needs. In many ways, Mills' insights remain relevant today. We live in a world where technology connects us more than ever, yet many feel isolated or unsure about their place in society. The rapid pace of change, from economic shifts to cultural trends, can make it hard to find stability or meaning. Yet Mills reminds us that understanding the roots of this crisis is the first step toward addressing it. In conclusion, c. Wright Mills' exploration of the crisis of values in modern society highlights the challenges people face in a rapidly changing world. His work encourages us to think critically about the forces shaping our lives and to strive for a society that supports both individual fulfillment and collective well-being. By reflecting on our values and working together, we can build a future that feels both meaningful and fair. If you found this discussion interesting, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Your support helps us continue creating content that explores important ideas and their relevance to our lives. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about Mills' views on modern society? Do they resonate with your experiences? We'd love to hear from you.